Hi, and welcome back to the channel. We are continuing The Expanse. This is Season 6, Episode 3, titled Force Projection. And last time around, a few things happened, definitely. They were able to capture the Azure Dragon and get some information from that about that whole network, everything with the rocks that the Free Navy or Mako has still been throwing at Earth. The whole situation on Earth, it does not sound good at all, but at least there was a little bit of a win there. And then we saw Mako's reaction to it. We got to see it, and it's not really like it deflated him or anything. On the contrary, he got all happy about it and was like, all right, let's fight them, let's let them come. I'm ready for a fight. And that's something we knew about him, that he probably really wanted that fight, and he wants to prove that he's better or they are better than Vienna's. But we're both agreeing on the fact that it's probably going to be more than he asks for. And I have a feeling that when the united armies of UN or Earth and maybe even some Martian remnants and stuff like when they gonna come bearing down on him and the Free Navy, they're gonna learn that the belters inside of that navy maybe aren't exactly soldiers, or it isn't made up of soldiers with a lot of discipline. And then if something goes wrong, people are gonna just fend for themselves all of a sudden, and maybe there's gonna be panic, or I don't know. I'm getting ahead of myself here a little bit. But we did also, of course, watch the second X-ray that was called Zenobia, which is a reference, it seems like, to an old story about this monarch who kind of same as Christian in a position there of power, of course, but is willing to listen to the people around them, be it philosophers or people of medicine. And then there was inside of that, you had you spotted it immediately with Avasarala, and her demeanor when she went into the room and then got the call, and then how it sort of changed afterwards.
Well, she went into the room and she was kind of deflated, and I said, well, she's just going there to guilt trip herself now, because that was a reference to what happened in the episode. And then she took a medical scan of herself, like a self scan, and it showed that she had very high, elevated pressure, blood pressure and heart rate and everything. So she's definitely struggling with that. It's usually these kind of differences are usually caused by stress and lifestyle choices and stuff like that. Then she kind of put down the pad, and in a way that she was just she didn't want to do anything about it, almost like she was resigning and just yeah, whatever, just I deserve this, what's happening to me, and maybe I should just let it go kind of deal. Then she got a call from her, I think it was her granddaughter Kiki, and that was very joyful for her to watch, and she was sending a very positive message back. And then she got that determined Avasarala look back on her face, and she went to the pad and said, hey, I want that medicine that we talked about. Yeah. Medicine, it's probably the medicine for the elevated blood pressure and everything. So she actually went to say, well, this is actually worth it to fight for people.
Exactly. It's not all on your shoulders either. Looking at the granddaughter Kiki there, willing to grow a little garden for the family and be like, you don't have to worry about us, and I'll make sure that we eat our vegetables or whatever she was saying. And that perseverance and that attitude towards it is probably exactly what she needed to hear from someone else, and it, definitely someone that she loves, a family member. And it was nice to see, because it's never a good thing when someone like Avasarala, who should be able to think clearly and make big decisions when they spiral down a hole like that, and maybe lose their faith in all of it, and that it can all get better. But yeah, so far, like, enjoying these little extra small episodes, X-ray episodes. The first one, Ankawala, and then Zenobia now. And what's the next one going to be about? I'm quite curious. We're going to talk about it in the intro of the next reaction. As we said, we're not going to be reacting to them, but at least talking about it. And with that, I think we are pretty much ready to just jump into the actual episode, unless you have anything you want to say.
I'm a little bit sick on off. It's nothing contagious. It's nothing serious. But just so you know, I'm a little bit off, as usual.
As usual. The usual cat disclaimer is what we're calling it now. And you can, of course, always check out our full-length reactions where you can sync up the footage with your own copy of the episode. We also have early reactions for Attack on Titan at the moment, where we are several episodes ahead compared to here on YouTube, at least. It's all over on Patreon, and the link is down in the description below. And let's go. Looked like a weapon of some... Yeah. What the... Oh, we're at Laconia.
Oh, that was this weird chip looking thing. Like weird looking chip thing.
No matter where we come from or how we got here, we're all Laconians now. And since everyone on the survey group has been here longer, you can help people like me who came later by telling us about anything that seems different or changed. And also by paying attention in class.
The whole fucking society.
I told you, stop following me.
Aww.
Come on, let's go.
Back to that place.
And the birds are nowhere to be found.
Am I right in assuming that this is happening like years in the future compared to everything else that we're watching? Or it just seems like they've been there a while. But then she was also comparing it, like the strange dog, to a dog from Earth. So wasn't born there, at least.
Who fixed it?
That thing? Nope. Oh, wait. It didn't eat it, it healed it.
It did? Are you a little fixer?
There's more than one.
You have some strange dogs for sure.
But it looks odd. The bird. Oh no, oh no.
What happened to him?
What the fuck?
What happened? Oh, are you serious? What the hell?
Attention, all inhabitants of Ceres Station. This is the joint fleet of the United
Oh
Nations
fuck,
of Earth,
it's happening already?
and the Mars Congressional Republic.
No response from Ceres Station on any band.
Second.
Do we just skip the intro to get right into this?
Damn.
This feels like a trap.
Yep.
Oh, hey, wait. We've seen her before. The Martian commander?
She's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, she was the one who was telling her forces to stand down over Ganymede when all of that happened, and like she was like, we need cooler minds to prevail. Love that they brought her back. This is actually happening way quicker than I thought it would.
Need signatures on level 12.
I'm the chief administrator of the station. I'll talk to someone who matters.
Her.
Them.
Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. That's my bad. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Don't worry.
You worked for Anderson Dawes. He was a reasonable man.
Dawes had a vision. I shared it.
Then why are you working for the man who assassinated him?
I work for the boat. If you want my advice, here it is. Take your people and leave.
Watch your fucking mouth.
Sergeant, Inarus abandoned you.
I chose to remain here. Ceres has no warships, no munitions, all rations. And at a current rate of consumption, only enough food and air for approximately 3 weeks.
fuck is Marco doing?
And I expect a UN representative to be present for any interviews. No coercive methods.
We don't use coercion, ma'am. We don't need to.
Use those little
pill
thingies.
The enhancers.
Yeah.
There's no way we can feed and supply 1 million people on 3 weeks' notice. Our lines are already overstretched.
That's the whole fucking point, isn't it? If we don't help this station, we will be the ones responsible for a massive humanitarian crisis. The Belt will see us once again as the oppressor, and Inaro's power will continue to grow.
I hate to admit it. It's a smart fucking move. And there's the intro. Damn you, Marco!
Fuck you, Marco.
Yes.
That's what I was saying. This whole season is just fuck you, Marco.
So interesting though with everything on Laconia, and I know that we're not gonna return to that during the episode most likely. We're just gonna get to it at the beginning of the next episode, but I'm really fucking curious about all of that, and I have so many questions, and I'm sure we'll get answers at some point.
You have the watch.
Wait, what? You know I wasn't in the Navy.
No, I was only long enough to get thrown out. All you gotta do is stay awake and keep an eye on things in case of emergency. You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's taking longer to flush out of my system than it used to.
Hopefully you won't have to use those mods again anytime soon.
I got them because of you.
Oh, we're getting into this now? Okay.
I did it to myself. I take responsibility for that. I used my mods to kill a man with my bare hands. His name was Ren.
Fuck yeah, that was cool.
He was a nice man. He had a family. Every time I use my mods, I see his face. Surprised, and then scared, and then in so much pain. And then nothing. I think that's the real reason I always throw up afterwards.
Everybody on this ship has something they regret, including Amos. I think.
I think.
I have the watch.
So my watch begins, you mean? Or no?
Wrong. Series, yeah.
Series. Holden. Always being the bigger man. Wow.
Was a time I would have jumped at the chance to haul you all back to Hecate Base and have you vigorously debriefed.
I wouldn't have gone quietly.
That would have been fun too.
That aftertaste sneaks up on you, don't it?
What else is good on series?
They got decent booze and all the brothels reunion.
I knew he was gonna mention the brothels.
Anything other than noodles, bars, and brothels?
Nope.
What else is there?
I never looked.
Yeah.
A few more seconds and I would have pulled it together. But by then, Clarissa, it's fucking humiliating.
If I'd been through all the things you did, would you be embarrassed for me?
No. You'd be doing that for yourself.
True.
I came across some UNN surveillance video of the Barkeith leaving the ring space, and I asked Bobby if the UN had any record of similar incidents of ships that went missing. But there's a ton of data, and I could really use some help making sense of it.
You're trying to distract me by giving me an interesting problem.
Is it working?
Show me what you got.
Yeah, that's the bigger picture thing.
Oh.
On Vesta, Inaro's partisans clashed with protesters, leaving several injured, including one Free Navy mechanic dead.
Whoa. Philip seeing how things are sort of falling apart a little bit here.
This is not the Inner's kind of fight. We will hit and run and be gone before they know what hit them.
Father.
Sure about that?
May I have a word, please? You told the people on Ceres that it was our new capital, that we would make it the pride of the belt.
We could never hold Ceres against the Inners. But the people there needed to believe that we could.
Left them barely enough to survive.
We left the Inners with a problem that they had to deal with. Tied up their resources and weakened them.
By potentially sacrificing some of your own.
The Belters on Ceres are not like us.
Why not?
Generation after generation, they've slaved away for the Inners, accommodating their needs instead of fighting for ours. Never forget what your name is. The name we share.
He's the worst.
He's good at it though.
Yeah.
But you can see that Philip is not entirely, you know, trusting everything anymore.
When disaster first happens, we all pull together to help each other.
Hey, fuck, we haven't seen her since season 3.
Get better. Remembering that feeling of caring for each other is hard, but we have to. It is the only way we will pull through this.
Poor Alta. Doesn't know where she'll get her food and water. Welcome to the bill.
The supply depot should be around here. Definitely in this orbit.
Definitely.
No one should have to live the way we have.
And maybe now they'll understand it.
That we killed the children the way that they kill us?
What is the problem?
Nothing. Difference of opinion.
I see why you wanted that one off your ship.
Did I ask you?
Was mine to contact inbound.
We was golden bow. Now we fight with you.
Good. I'm ready for a fight.
Fuck yes.
I quite liked your last report.
I figured that. You approved it.
The pastor has a knack for eliciting sympathy.
Well, my next piece will be better.
Huh?
At least they're sort of working together.
Tell your Marines to keep a close eye on her.
Yeah.
But a knack for causing trouble.
Yeah. Yes. Keep an eye on her.
Scopes pick up one jive plume.
Any other ships in the vicinity?
Not seeing any other plume yet.
Uh-oh. What's that? Yeah, oh shit.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
We can't be sure what else is out there without active scans, and we can't give away our position.
Oh, he's gonna risk everything to
Yeah.
take out the Rocinante.
Yup.
It's fucking personal.
Look at him.
Yeah.
You don't have to do this. It is not the right time.
You should learn to recognize an opportunity when one presents itself. Battle stations!
Oh, but fuck.
No.
And is it still just Clarissa at the helm and everyone else is...
Will you take the guns? So will you shoot down your own mother?
He's not going to. He's gonna hesitate.
I really don't hope he's going to.
No. Like, we're not gonna lose everyone on the Rossi now, but...
This alloy is tough as shit.
Mm-hmm.
What was this armor made out of, anyway?
Best car.
It's made of Mars, honey buns.
Amos. I hope this finds you well.
Prax.
That's the plant guy.
Prax.
I know you're in the middle of a war. The past year, we've been working on ways to improve crop yields for food grown in the belt with micronutrient uptake comparable to unmodified soy.
Give him a second. Let's get around to it.
That probably didn't make any sense to you.
It did to me, but okay.
You know people with power. Please, get this data to them. I think that's what Carvonidus was trying to do.
And they could use that right now for the people on series.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yes, Prax.
I miss you, my friend.
Yeah, we miss you too, Prax.
I hope this helps.
He's got a whole new family now. There's nothing in this for him. He's just a good guy.
Yeah.
That's what it always takes.
If Prax thinks it's important, then it is. Mm-hmm. Chrissy will know what to do with it.
Yes, good.
The old lady really loves it when you call her that.
Still one of the best fucking scenes in the series. I am that guy.
Jim.
Sleep.
I think there's a pattern with these ship disappearances. But the disappearances seem to be happening in clusters, each roughly spanning the same amount of time. It's like a hole suddenly opens in the floor.
You think whatever happened to the Barkeith happened to those ships too?
I can't say that. Not with this data. And I'm no expert on those things inside the ring.
Me neither. But I know someone who might be.
What is it?
Three ships vectoring toward us at high speed.
IDs? Everybody suit up and strap in. It's about to get hot.
Oh no. The
Pella,
Pella. And
yeah.
she's, yeah, oh.
Didn't we come here to shoot these people?
Shut up. Piss off. Smart bastard.
Don't worry, we can edit that out.
Sorry, man.
Whoops.
Asshole.
Yeah. Call him out.
Nina, do nothing, Mao.
Imgo. Hirawan ko yung cookie.
Hey.
Where's your embed?
I'll be right back.
Don't shoot up anyone.
Oh fuck. What the hell, what the hell, what the hell, what the hell? Did Mako rig the station to blow, or what the oh no. The water tanks.
No.
What happened?
Must have been him. Can I throw him out of airlock now?
Get in line. Don't fucking.
Firing!
Oh.
More torpedoes incoming!
We're out of our weight class here. I'm heating up the rail guy.
We're too far away!
Oh!
Lumber is hit. Real bad.
Philip, end this now. Firing.
That railgun.
Yup.
Did we get him?
No.
Let us know if you need to do that again.
Just send those PDCs back.
Give me fire control.
You got something?
Do you spin again? I'll take the shot.
We're too far away. You're seeing us spin and evading before I can fire.
Just give me the shot.
Alright.
Come on, Bobby.
What do you got, Bobby?
They dodged support both times.
Aha.
Everyone hang on.
Come on, Bobby. You can do this.
Oh, this is so cool. Holy shit.
Got him.
Fuck you, Mako.
That's what you get for getting greedy.
Marco's better as a prisoner than a martyr.
Yeah, but he's never gonna surrender. They're not gonna be down for long. Our window's closing.
If that doesn't work, you fire.
Aye.
Aye.
James, hold them. This is your only chance.
No. Fuck no. No, 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 no,
No, he's not gonna.
no. Nope. She's not gonna let that happen.
No, fuck it, we tried. Firing one!
What are you gonna?
God damn it, a dud now! Fuck!
He did it for Naomi.
I want a new pilot as soon as possible. One who won't shit himself in battle.
There's an experienced hand on the Shinkasato.
We fought hard.
Not hard enough.
I fired when you said. What was I supposed
Yeah, what was
to
he
do?
supposed to do
You're supposed to
differently?
kill the enemy. You failed.
You failed.
Is Philip boarding the fuck you Mako train?
I think so.
We didn't need to kill James Holden. That was your pride. That was you. Just you wanted to kill the man.
You are relieved of duty. Out of my sight.
People are seeing you losing it, Mako.
Yep.
RG6 was just received at Laconia Ring Gate. Operational testing will commence as soon as possible, and we will, of course, keep you fully apprised.
Wait, what is that?
If this one performs as well as the others, it will be fun.
Fun. What did they get? That was from Laconia that they got in the end. And... oh, fucking hell! What an episode. Jesus. We are now halfway through the season. And a lot is going on. A lot went down just in this episode alone. Starting out with, well, of course, what happened on Laconia. I guess we can get into that first before we get into everything else that went down. And then it ended on a kind of a what the hell happened moment there. Again, sort of. With the little brother. The one that we've been like, oh, every time he was on screen, because he was just so nice to his big sister.
Yeah, and he was just dismissed all the time.
Yeah, poor guy. And something happened. I don't like. It looked like he got injured. He had like blood on his head, on his forehead at least, and on his face. So was it like blunt damage, or was it some sort of internal damage, and he's bleeding? Like, yeah, we're gonna need some sort of clarification there. But we also learned something quite important about the strange dog. Yeah, because there are several of them now. They fix things.
Apparently. And they didn't see, it didn't seem like they had hands and opposable thumbs. So that was quite interesting.
Yeah.
How they're fixing things. And
yeah.
They fixed the, we thought it was just yoink the thing and then ate the bird.
Oh yeah, and then I started going down a whole rabbit hole with, oh shit, if the bird was infected or died because it got earth food or human food, and then that would spread from the dog and then through the ecosystem somehow, but none of that happened. It fixed it, or did it? I'm not quite sure like what really happened there, because it fixed the drone, or they fixed the drone somehow, and even like just the capability to both fix like organic beings and then also a piece of equipment. Like there's a big difference there, but still fixing. But the bird, the mother bird thing that it then fixed, like it was still like it was wobbling around. It looked a little bit different, and to me, I was like almost thinking like, did it like, is it sort of like a zombified now in a way, like, or is it a zombie thing going on with that bird, the way that it's alive but maybe not really? Because there was just something off about it, if you ask me.
Yeah, I didn't see the bird first time around enough for me to assess if its behavior was different, if it looked different. So
yeah, or maybe it was just wobbling around because it was like, oh fuck,
it
hell happened.
might still be kind of injured,
Yeah, true. Maybe I'm just reading too much into it.
Maybe not. We'll never know, because it's so weird. Like everything that's going on in the Laconia thing, it's interesting.
Yes, I have so many questions, and a few of them previously in the video with like, when is this happening? For how long have they been on Laconia? And we got at least the information here that some of them, like the survey team, they got there before some of the military people from like the Martian ships, or the people who were previously from Mars, but now they're all Laconians, as he said in that classroom. And just how many people are there?
It seems like some people made it through the rings, so not all of them, not all Martian ships either had a fate like the Barkeith.
The Barkeith, yeah. Naomi looked into that a little bit, and we hoped it was something with clusters, like it happened in clusters, but even Naomi was like, I'm gonna need some more data here.
It's
because
too random this.
I can't really conclude anything just from this alone. So there's just so many questions when it comes to that, but I'm really digging the way that they're doing it, and just starting each episode with that, and then I'm sure something big is gonna happen, and maybe it's gonna have an effect on the bigger story that we are following, on the main story that we're following. And there was also something that about whatever Mako, the Free Navy, received at Medina Station at the end of the episode, the thing that was going to be fun, that came from Laconia, right? Or the
I'm
Laconia
not
ring.
sure, but it definitely came from the ring space.
Yeah. So there still seems like working together, and we know Cortez, that's his name, right?
Cortez, yeah.
He's still on Laconia as well, and Mako sort of stole him from Dawes. We also got another confirmation in this one that Dawes was assassinated by Mako. But yeah, as I said, a lot of questions there, a lot of uncertainties. But then we move into the main plot right now, I should say. and with Sirius Station. I really thought that, okay, we're just gonna start the episode with like the battle for Sirius Station, but no. Of course, Marco was not so stupid that he would just, start fighting the inners at Sirius Station, because he knows that he's outgunned, like in a straight up fight. So they have to do things differently. And it's, again, no surprise that he was like, well, F the people on Sirius. I'm going to use them to weaken my opponents. And whatever I said to them, like, I needed to tell them that, because yada, yada, yada. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, it was just what I was saying. Like, he knew and he expected Earth to be the bigger people in this scenario. It was like, they are forced to help these people. They have to show that they have good faith.
Yes.
Because or else that's a problem as well. So he kind of, expected them to try and solve this problem first and foremost, and that would buy him some time to get away and reassess the situation. Then he also, when he spoke with Philip, he said some horrible things. He was basically saying that the Sirius Station, like the people on Sirius Station, that the Belters there, that they were not real Belters, and that they were too concerned about their own comfort. They were living under the inners, and like serving the inners and everything. And this kind of rhetoric, it's horrible.
Yeah, it really shows that no, he doesn't think about, like, his main concern isn't the entire belt and everyone in it. Just like he wants others to believe. At times, it's just now we're just hearing him be more honest and not putting up that facade of this big savior of the belt, and we're gonna show Earthers what it feels like to be under the thumb all the fucking time. There was even a bit of a disagreement there on Drummer's ship, on Drummer's crew, about that whole thing and what that entails. And we actually, I know I'm jumping around a lot, it's just it's all connected, so it's different. It's difficult to just do it like scene by scene, but I'm so glad that we actually got to just see. I don't know if we're gonna check in on them again or hear from them again, but just seeing Anna and Prax again, for example, because they are some of the purest fucking people that we've met in this series. Amazing people who just really cares for others. I know Prax went through that whole thing, and at one point would wanted to kill Strickland, and then we got the amazing I am that guy scene. And then with Anna, we know her as well and how much she cares about people, and it definitely touched Michio.
Yeah.
With just, okay, so we did to them what they did to us, so like it can just keep on going.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, where is this fucking leading? Like, how is that good for anyone? What's going on right now?
This is not like to be good and to be like, and I don't think justice is an eye for eye thing.
No,
necessarily.
Not
That's
at all.
An eye for an eye thing. That's more like a revenge thing. And I understand the feelings. Like, I truly understand that if you've been oppressed for so long, you want to oppress other people too, so they can know what it feels like.
Yeah.
But if you don't stop that circle of oppression, it's not gonna stop, and it's just gonna bite its own tail. And I think it was interesting that they had this kind of disagreement and kind of brought it up. And then we also, I think, I hope that Drummer was kind of siding with Michio, because she did seem a little pissed at the pirate guy when he was like, I understand you wanted to get rid of that one.
Yeah. Oh, because what? She's got empathy, or for
sympathy,
other sympathizing with the enemy, or whatever the fuck. Even though that other guy can be entertaining from time to time. Sorry, I can't remember his name.
But you mentioned Anna. That story was the first of many stories from, or at least not many, but at least in a row of stories from Monica. She spoke very briefly with Avasarala before being sent to the series.
Mm-hmm.
And Avasarala was like, yeah, this is a great story that you had here. And then Monica was like, yeah, but I got one even better coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And when she then got to Series Station, she of course wanted to talk with people who are native or locals, yeah. And she even found like possibly a homeless guy or something, but a guy with a cat.
Mm-hmm.
And she went down and spoke Beltalowda with him, because of course she can do that.
Yeah, she's good at her job.
Absolutely. And I think perhaps how this angle is going to be, because what we also saw right there, we saw that the whole station was blowing up. Possibly Mako, because he doesn't care about these people.
Yes.
And when the rest of the belt and the rest of the world is going to see, well, this is something Mako did to this station because Earth was sent, at least some of the Earthers stayed there to help.
Yeah.
Hopefully, some of the Belters will see what Mako is doing to other Belters. And they can even, like, this whole, like, mistrust to Mako can actually spread throughout the system and hopefully turn some of the Free Navy against him. And even, like, further Philip's path to take him down.
Yeah, possibly, hopefully, at some point. And at least the distrust in Mako, and people are calling him a coward, and we saw that. And just, you know, the notion of past transgressions, how we stop all of this that's going on, and then being good to others even though you don't have anything to gain personally. Like with Prax, Amos said it, like he doesn't have anything to gain by this, he's just a good person. That was really a theme, I feel like, throughout this entire episode, and it gives a lot of hope, and it still feels quite realistic in the sense that, yes, these are all very, very complicated people with complicated backgrounds, and we've established that through 5 seasons. But like the saving grace, what is hopefully going to save all of them, doesn't matter where they're from, doesn't matter their allegiance, is just the notion of being a good person and knowing what is right and what is wrong. And just the way that you know, the fate of the people of Ceres, what Mako did, doesn't matter what, like it's wrong. And I really hope that what they're developing on Ganymede, that I feel like that is foreshadowing right there, that's going to come in play, and that's hopefully going to save, or you can save, the people on Ceres, and maybe even on Earth as well. And it's just this whole thing of like just people, humans inside of the solar system, that they can come together and work together. And inadvertently, that is all happening because of Mako. But I don't want to give him credit or anything like that. But it's just in the face of, you know, someone like Mako, who's just sowing the seeds of chaos and destruction all over the place, that will force, or at least it will get people to realize that we should all come together. And yes, we all have, like, and that was also a part of Holden's and Clarissa's conversation, just on a not on a macro level like the stuff I just talked about, but on a more personal level between those two, and also just the people on the Rocinante, that we all have something that we regret. We all have these past transgressions. We all have something that we did in the past that we're trying to make up for. But it doesn't, like, we should still try to be good people, and we are all, like, that's, of course, it's up to the individual, but we should all, at least in theory, be redeemable, if you know what I mean. So even someone like, and I've seen some people in the comments be like, how can they have like someone like Clarissa on their ship, bearing in mind what she did? And she even talked about it. And it's just the notion of being a good person, trying to be a good person and be good as a people in general, no matter what happened in the past, is uplifting to me, at least.
Yeah, and as Bobby said,
Important.
all it takes is one, right?
Mm.
One good person.
Yeah.
One good deed. And this whole thing with Clarissa, when she's actually like taking down her guard, what's it called? When you like, but when she's was honest with him and told him, I think that was a way for her to speak about like, I'm going through all of this horrible stuff because I did horrible things, and I take full responsibility for that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's haunting me and it's taunting me, and it's like I literally think that's why I'm throwing up after I use my mods, is because I feel so bad about it, because every time I use my mods, I'm reminded of this horrible thing I did to a good person. And when she opened up about that, when she told Holden about that, Holden was, because Holden is a very like empathetic and he's always trying to be this super good guy, and like he's really
white knight.
Yeah, he's totally trying to be that guy. So when he heard that, I think he was able to forgive her a bit more, in a way that it's like, yeah, but she's actually in deep remorse of the things that she's done, and she definitely has come a long way, and well, we all deserve a second chance, right?
Yeah.
And as he also said, like as you also just said, we all deserve a second chance. We all got stuff in the baggage that we should be more or less forgiven for, or at least like.
Not that we necessarily should be forgiven, but it's something that we might regret. And
Yeah, but it's just like, when we hold ourselves accountable, that's at least something, right?
Yeah, and actively trying to do better.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I mean when you get second chances. Like, if you really want to do better, if you really want to redeem yourself, I think people should be able to do that. But of course, there's a lot of
yeah. But when you are trying to do better and you show remorse, and then it's easier, at least for people to forgive you and to see things from your perspective and stuff. It is, love the storytelling in here, and how you can see that theme really coming through there.
But it seems like Marco is falling apart now.
Yeah, things are falling apart for him, and he got really eager, and it got real fucking personal when they spotted the Rocinante. That was something I did not see coming at all. I was not expecting for that to happen. I was just waiting maybe because we knew that Marco they were taking sort of a long way around, and they were going to do the hit and run thing and then go back to the supply depots and get that stuff, and then to Medina Station, and we sort of know the trajectory of his plan, or what he wants to do. So I was more expecting for like Drummer to come in there with these new people and what they're planning on doing with the supply depots, but no, it was just them or Marco, the Pella, and the two other ships bumping into the fucking Rocinante. Got real scared there for a second that something might happen, but of course not. It's just we got some very capable people on the Rocinante, Holden and Bobby working together, even though Holden did what he did towards the end, and that was definitely something he did for Naomi or because of Naomi. And again, we get he's very empathetic and got a lot of sympathy for people in general. But it was just cool to see that, and I'm nothing against Alex, but the fact that they didn't need someone like Alex or someone like Bull to necessarily pull through the situation. Like, they could work together and do just as well, those two in unison there. So I was afraid for a moment it was going to be a case of, oh fuck, we don't have like a real pilot on the ship, and that's why we're maybe going to get captured now or something. But no,
and it definitely showed some sort of like it shed a different light on Marco, just like both for us, I think, but also for the other builders on the ship.
That did a lot.
Yeah, because the whole thing, also beforehand, his second in command, or like the blonde person, he was
Rosenfeld.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
was starting to question him a little bit, like, why are you doing this and that? And you could definitely see the doubt coming across her face, like, oof, are you sure you're gonna do this?
Yeah.
And as soon as he saw the Rocinante thing, he went right into that greed mode. And I think everyone who's been playing some sort of like PvP games, when they get greedy and don't think about it too long enough.
And not being a team player.
No, exactly. And they just barge in head first, pure Leroy Jenkins style. It's not gonna be good for you. Like, it's not gonna end well.
No.
And everybody on that ship knew that, I think, except Marco. He was so greedy, and he just wanted that kill. And I just think that, well, Rocinante is a better player. I think they've actually done more space battles than many others. So they know how to navigate a situation like that, and they did well.
And they trust each other, and they work together. Again, besides what Holden did, and I'm sure they're gonna get into that. But yeah, the people around Marco, maybe not so much. And Rosenfeld like wouldn't even look Marco in the eye.
No.
In the end, and he was kind of looking around the room and just like, fuck.
And he saw all of that, like the trust from his people, just kind of like
fading away a little bit.
Especially since Philip has always been very, like, when we've seen him, Marco has always had his like some sort of grip on him, because he's a narcissist and he has all these, like, he's great at manipulation. And we have talked about that for but he's always been acting kind of inferior to Marco, but this time he actually stood up to him and said, well, what you did was wrong, and you know it, and that was not well done.
Yeah, he doesn't think that Marco is infallible anymore.
No.
He has learned, just, I'm sure over the past months, or maybe just weeks, that people are really losing faith in Marco, and he's making decisions that aren't not even strategically sound anymore necessarily. Like, I'm sure on some level he might have always known that Marco necessarily, like, he wasn't the most empathetic person towards anyone, but that wasn't really important to him before. It was just about what he represented for the belt and what he did for the belters and everything that he was saying himself. But now his actions are kind of like not really aligning with what he's saying anymore, and it was starting to fall apart for Philip. So he got that courage now to actually stand up to him and call him out in front of everyone, and that was fucking great to see. That was amazing to see. But fuck, man, how do you think the rest of the crew on the Rossi, they're gonna react towards Holden because of this? What do you think Naomi's going to say? And it's also interesting to note that Naomi was willing to let Philip die right there. Like, she didn't say anything.
No, she accepted it.
She accepted it and sort of looked away. And, not that you would definitely see that it was affecting her, but she was also not like, she wasn't actively trying to stop it.
Yeah, but I also think that while she probably does not blame Philip at all, she also, so instead of blaming Philip for anything, she blames Marco. And because she also was one of the first to say that he's not gonna stand down, he's not gonna be like, he's not gonna surrender.
Yeah, she
like
probably
over his dead body he's gonna surrender. And she knew that, and so that's why she's basically blaming him, well, with good reason, blaming him for, like, if Philip dies, that's because of Marco, and Marco's not willing to stand down.
I'm not killing my son right now.
He is.
Yeah.
And I think that was more like an acceptance of, well, it has come to this, but I can't, and I, like, there's nothing I can do because he chose Marco and to listen to Marco,
Yeah, and we got all of that in the previous season. But all in all, another amazing episode. I said it earlier, we're halfway through season 6 now, the final season, perhaps.
No, there's going to be more of something.
Yeah, at least. We believe in that. We have faith that there's gonna be some more. And if not, then finally we can dive into the books instead, I guess, and just read through the entire story and beyond book 6 as well. A lot happened in this episode, but I think we talked about all of it. So unless you have anything else you want to add to it. Nope, all right. Then that's going to do it for this reaction and review of The Expanse, Season 6, Episode 3. Thank you guys so much for watching as always, and we'll see you as soon as possible. Say goodbye, Kat.
Goodbye, Kat.